everyone, Cooking with Sue again. It is almost 5 o'clock and I'm having my daughter over and my daughter-in-law over for dinner tonight. So I thought I would just tell you the fast way that I make zucchini boats. So I take my zucchini, which you can see here. Thank you, Tim and Rose, for growing me a jumbo zucchini, because that's what I requested. And you cut them in half and then you hollow them out. And I like to microwave them. I put some water in it and I microwave them for about 10 or 12 minutes, depending upon how big they are, just till they're soft. That's going to save time when it's dinner time and I don't have to cook these for 20-25 minutes. I can just put them in the oven until the cheese melts. Hi, Cindy and Stephanie. Make sure you say hi below. So I am putting it on our lovely entertaining platter, which is dishwasher safe stoneware, so love this. And I took some Jimmy Dean sausage, so one of them is vegetarian, so one will be a vegetarian zucchini boat and one will be a regular one with sausage. And I took some Jimmy Dean sausage and I sauteed that up, and I'm going to add some fresh garlic, some onions, and I did want to show you a couple of quick tips. So let me bring you guys closer. Come closer. Hopefully my phone won't fall out. If you don't have the herb grinder, which I do, but if you didn't have the herb grinder, I want to tell you a quick way that you can cut your parsley and your basil. So I'm doing an Italian version, so I grabbed some fresh parsley. Stephanie, you'll be so proud of me, from my garden. I grew my own herbs this year. My basil needed to be watered. It's looking a little wilty, so we're using it, but I watered it, so my plant will go really big. And by the way, if you guys buy a plant from like Market Basket and put it in a 5-gallon bucket with some Miracle-Gro soil, some really good soil, by the time you start it, the plant's this big. By the end of the summer, it is a tree. So you're going to get lots and lots of basil from it. So you can just use your pizza cutter and just go back and forth over your herbs and cut it up really fast and easy. It's like using a knife, but just a little bit easier to maneuver, I think. Another way is if you have large leaves of basil, you can roll them up like a cigar and just roll them and then slice them, and then you get what's called a chiffonade, which is those tiny little strips. So I just wanted to show you that because sometimes people don't have all the fancy Pampered Chef tools that I have in my kitchen. So I just want to show you some other ways that you can use the tools that you already have in your kitchen. So I'm just going to slice this up, and I'm going to shoot a little bit of garlic. So let's get our garlic press and some garlic. Now, you guys have heard me say this 1,000 times. You do not need to peel your garlic when you are using a Pampered Chef garlic press. You can just put the garlic into the hopper and push it out. But if you have, like I have arthritis, I know I'm not that old, but I have arthritis in my thumbs. So sometimes I'll just cut the clove of garlic right in half, and I'll just put the cut side down. So you just squeeze, and you see how it just shoots in there. It's awesome. They just cut that off, so we're going to add that. You might want to add an onion, and then I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese, and you can add mozzarella. I'm not going to because I'm having issues with dairy. I realize that I'm lactose intolerant, but the hard cheeses like Parmesan and Romano, hi Lori Gillette, are not so bad for me. So I'm going to do just Parmesan on this because I want to eat these zucchini boats too. So I got rambunctious today. I don't know if you guys can see, but I started a blueberry strawberry cobbler, and I'm just waiting for my daughter Katie to show up because I didn't have enough heavy whipping cream. You take 2 cups of King Arthur's flour, self-rising flour, or you can actually use regular flour and then add your own leavening ingredient to it. And then I'm going to add a tiny bit of the Cinnamon Plus blend to the top of this. And we're going to mix it together, and I'm going to make little drop biscuits to go on top of the cobbler, and I'm going to put the sausage inside the zucchini boats, and then, hey Christy, then I'm going to bake them both at 400 degrees, and they'll both be done in the same time frame. So we're not just having zucchini boats for dinner, but that's one of the things that I've been hankering for a while. So when I got my big zucchini, I definitely have been waiting for an opportunity to cook it. So smooth edge can opener always goes on the top of a can. Remember, it's like a helicopter. The blade flies on top. That's how you remember how to put it together. I sometimes get phone calls when people are asking me. And you want to go all the way around until it gets easy, or you hear a little click, and then you go back half a turn, and then you use our little bird beak here with the button, and you push the button and it goes beep, beep, beep. And so you just open the top of your lid. I am using fire roasted diced tomatoes because Friel Yen, my friend, told me that they are canned at peak ripeness, and that they are a really great substitute if you don't have fresh tomatoes. We did grow tomatoes in our little garden here, but because of all the rain here in New Hampshire, a lot of them just rotted right on the vine. They ended up, one of my plants ended up with blight. Ugh, it looks terrible. It like just rotted right on the vine. So I'm mixing fire roasted tomatoes. It'll be onions and garlic. I'm going to add the parsley and the basil and a little salt and pepper. And it'll be a beautiful color, and I will post a picture of our zucchini boats for dinner and our shortcake. So if you have any questions, or you're like, how do I cook something, just give a shout out. I'd be happy to cook it up for you or show you a video that I've already done. And be sure, if you are a customer or a friend of mine, be sure to go to my VIP customer page. It's called Cooking with Sue Moulton Pampered Chef. And friend that group, and you will get to see a lot of my recipes. I post them in there, and tips and new products that are coming out in September, and sometimes you get to see snippets of my shows. So I'd love to have you join me on my VIP group. Thanks, everybody. Oh, so sad my tomato plants are loaded. Oh, figure, Cindy. Yeah, well, we had just too much rain here. I think we had 6 weeks of rain. It's been pretty bad, and now today it's 92. So I don't know. My poor garden doesn't know what to do. So I hope you guys have a great week. Today's only Tuesday, so tell me what you guys are cooking for dinner tonight. Comment below.